out. Red Eye Express, the front runner from Feel the Power. Popular Lass is third. Perfect Miss the inside, and Dynamite Doug gets cover for the last lap and a half. Ragtime Aussie inside of Swift Achiever. Joan of Arc second last, and still Long Neck Cadillac is the final runner. As they get to the 1100 metre mark, and Red Eye Express shows out. Clear from Feel the Power. Joan of Arc is third. Perfect Miss next. Dynamite Doug 1-1, but here's Long Neck Cadillac whipping around the mid-race to find the breeze. Well back now, Swift Achiever, Ragtime Aussie, and Joan of Arc relegated to last as they swing. 900 out now, Bell coming up, and Red Eye Express leading. Long Neck Cadillac went off stride there, and at the moment is losing ground, getting going again to move up outside the lead. Feel the Power third. Popular Lass 1-1 over Perfect Miss. Dynamite Doug back to fourth last. Ragtime Aussie, Swift Achiever, and Joan of Arc sees them all as they leave the judge. 750 out, Red Eye Express shows the way. Long Neck Cadillac motoring up to second. Third, Feel the Power. Popular Lass feeling the pinch from Perfect Miss. Dynamite Doug about to pull out. Ragtime Aussie, Swift Achiever, and Joan of Arc being saved up for one last run as they get close to the quarter now. Red Eye Express, a narrow leader over Long Neck Cadillac. Here's Dynamite Doug winding up behind them. Feel the Power. Perfect Miss, and no sign at the moment of Joan of Arc as they swing out of the back, and Red Eye Express leads narrowly from Dynamite Doug. Long Neck Cadillac feeling the pinch. Behind them, Feel the Power, can't get out, and wider out. Starting a run is Joan of Arc as they head for home, and Dynamite Doug put the head in front of Red Eye Express. Getting to third, Feel the Power, and running on Joan of Arc, but a mile from them. Red Eye Express and Dynamite Doug together. Dynamite Doug puts his nose in front. Flying Perfect Mist, and kicking again Red Eye Express. Perfect Mist through the centre has got up to beat either Feel the Power or Red Eye Express. Dynamite Doug died on a run from Ragtime Aussie. Joan of Arc never in it till the last little bit. Swift Achiever, Perfect Mist, and Long Neck Cadillac, one of the last home.
Now number 6 got the money there. Perfect Mist, and a photo for the miners. Full placings through from the Sunshine Coast. 7, 1 and 2 got third there. 7, 1, 2.
Now Miss Vane, and after that tardy beginning, last of all, 3 lengths tailed off Jugar's Fortune. Down the back, and it's Majiva in front. Leads 3 lengths now from
Glory. 10 Diamond in the rough. Let's head out to David.
Ronnie Heron coming up with Silent Buy, Alamo Away, and Safari Time. They're close. This will be it. Blue Light racing now, and Silent Buy got away quickly with Ronnie Heron. Alamo Away just eased to third. Getting through quickly, Mark for Glory, left, right out. He is going to be cluttered on the pegs early from Bob's Boy. Safari Time's gone back at the start, and Diamond in the Rough is the last runner. Ronnie Heron held the lead down on the inside to keep out Silent Buy. Alamo Away is third now, and Mark for Glory fourth. Left, right out on the pegs, following through on the back of Mark for Glory. Bob's Boy the first to race outside the pegs. Diamond in the Rough onto his back, and last of them is Safari Time. Running down the straight with more than 2 to run, and Ronnie Heron's the one in front, covering the lead at the moment. Second is Silent Buy, and Alamo Away comes away from the pegs. This gives Mark for Glory cover. Bob's Boys going around them, out 3 wide. Left, right outs come off the pegs to get onto the back of Mark for Glory. Safari Time takes its place on the peg line. Out to last now, Diamond in the Rough. A lap and 3/4 out, turning into the back. Ronnie Heron shows the way from Silent Buy. Alamo Away in the centre, and Mark for Glory now is striding forward to join the leader. Bob's Glory still, Bob's Boy is out 3 wide, and the driver now going back. Left, right out in the centre. On the inside, Safari Time, Diamond in the Rough, and Bob's Boy, he might have broken gear. Looks like he's being pulled out of the race. As they get to the side, 1100 out now. Bob's Boy out of it, where Ronnie Heron shows the way from Mark for Glory. Silent Buy third, tucked away. Alamo Away 1-1. On his back, left, right out, is about to get busy. Safari Time blocked away. And last, Diamond in the Rough as they come down the straight, 900 out, and plenty of moves on here. Ronnie Heron in front, Mark for Glory stoking up in the middle. Left, right out's gone a long way from home. He's moving up 3 wide. Silent Buy in the middle. Well back is Alamo Away, Safari Time, and Diamond in the Rough as they leave the judge. 750 out. Ronnie Heron shows the way, left, right out. He's made his run a long way from home. He's up to second. Silent Buy next. Mark for Glory's off the bit when they sprinted. Alamo Away about to try and pull round him from Safari Safari Time and Diamond in the Rough at 4.50 out, and Ronnie Heron and Left Right Out are together. Silent Buy's had the drop on them. Mark for Glory at the moment, he can't improve, but he's plugging on. Out on the inside of Safari Time. Alamo away out 3 wide, not doing enough, and Diamond in the Rough is last as they come to the side. 300 out now, and Left Right Out. He gets the neck in front of Ronnie Heron. Silent Buy only plodding. Safari Time running on fairly, and not in at the moment. Mark for Glory or Alamo away. In the straight, Ronnie Heron giving cheek. Left Right Out seems to have him covered though. Moving to third, Silent Buy. Left Right Out, this has been a cold drive. Left Right Out wins it easily in the end by a metre. Second, Ronnie Heron a big run, and Diamond in the Rough, her best run since resuming third, over Silent Buy, Safari Time. The big flops, Mark for Glory, Alamo away, pulled out of the race, Bob's Boy.
7-2-10 there, Left Right Out. Too good over Ronnie Heron and Diamond in the Rough. Sunshine Coast for race number 4. Marin $2.40, Nevada Jim $5.10. Wapo is $9.90 for Chipper Cloud. At the Sunshine Coast, Tony Brassell's tip is for the top weight there, Aggravation, and it's at 160. Ace Rule 880, Prince of Magic 680. Long rods for the other runners. After Canberra, here's David.
Classic Cordon, Loana Ships. 2.5 circuits, and they're close to a start. They're set. Off they go now. Which Party and Sir Stromming, the two best to get going. Down on the inside, Decadee beaten for speed, and Golden Tiff poking through. The moment holds the lead, but Sir Stromming's about to arrest the lead from her, and the favourite will run to the front here from Golden Tiff. Which Party is third, caught without cover at the moment. Decadee back on the inside. Now 1/4 a little wide going forward is Terry Cherry. Well back earlier, Classic Cordon, Loana Ships, and out to last is Chipper Cloud. In the straight they run, and Sir Stromming, the filly from Broken Hill, in front. And Bennett puts on the brakes out by a sulky's length to Terry Cherry, who's covering up Golden Tiff down on the inside behind the leader. Which Party is 1-1 as they go past the judge with 2 to run. Decadee back on the inside. Third last, Loana Ships covering Classic Cordon, and Chipper Cloud is the final runner. They stroll into the back straight, a lap and 3/4 out, and Sir Stromming pleasing herself in front, the fave, leading over Terry Cherry the outside, covering up Golden Tiff. Which Party 1-1. Over next along is Decadee. Loana Ships covering Classic Cordon, and Chipper Cloud is still last. Don't anticipate much change in the order here as they get to the bottom turn. About a lap and 1/4 out now, and Sir Stromming doing it ever so easily. Leads out by 3, maybe 4 metres to the good of Golden Tiff, who's behind the leader. Sitting up outside the leader, Terry Cherry. 1-1 Which Party over Decadee. Then Loana Ships, second last Classic Cordon, and Chipper Cloud is still last. Hasn't been a change to speak about as they run into the home straight now. The main stretch with the bell coming up, 8.50 out. And Sir Stromming hasn't had to speed up at all. Terry Cherry gets to within a metre. Which Party 1-1 over Golden Tiff. Decadee the inside of Loana Ships. Classic Cordon in a bad spot, and last Chipper Cloud. They've left the judge behind, 700 out. They'll zip home a quick last half here. And Sir Stromming highballing in front. Out by 2 metres to Terry Cherry. Golden Tiff third, flicked up with a whip. Then Which Party, Decadee. Sprinting now, Loana Ships, Classic Cordon and Chipper Cloud. But getting to the quarter, and Sir Stromming. She's full of running. Out by more than a length to Terry Cherry. Golden Tiff behind them. Decadee no run for it. Which Party struggling. Classic Cordon's got a wall in front of it. And so is Loana Ships as they turn to the side. Running up towards the corner now, and Sir Stromming. She's in a world of her own now. She's bolted away by 10, maybe 12 metres to Golden Tiff getting clear. Terry Cherry's run a race. Decadee getting clear. And Classic Cordon finally getting clear. But Sir Stromming, she's waltzing away with it. She's 15 metres in front. Good race for second. Classic Cordon will get up for second. Decadee third. But Sir Stromming wins it in a breeze. Second Classic Cordon, and third Decadee. Golden Tiff disappointing from Chipper Cloud. Terry Cherry is third last from Loana Ships. Which Party?
Favourite Too Good there at Canberra. 4, 7 and 1 on race number 6. Sunshine Coast and Aggravation is on top here. We'll jump at 55. Standing start here at Canberra for the Cup. Here's David.
Okay, Michelle, they're at the start here now for the running of the Year 2000 Carlton Canberra Pacing Cup. We've got a great field of 14 to contest. Won last year by High Finance, and this is the first leg of the rich Canberra Cup JD Watts Memorial Double with cars, horse floats and the like on offer to the winning connection. So a lot at stake here. It's been quite a prestigious race over the years. 4-8 Will Adios. Our previous winners, Red Sea was another brilliant winner of the Canberra Pacing Cup. It's always been a race well worth winning, and no wonder that we've drawn together such a strong field this afternoon. Now the strands are being drawn across for the Pacing Cup, just a little past start time now. We don't have too many standing start races at Canberra throughout the season. And the front marker is just getting organised. He's a mountain man, one of the local hopes, together with, I suppose you could call Looney Tolliver and Amanda Woodward locals. Outside of them, though, plenty of interstate representation. We've got Motoring Mike from Newcastle. Rusty Mahoney is trained out at Menangle. The bagman comes, I think, from the Young district. He's the loner, trained at Pheasant's Nest. All for One, trained at Cranbourne in Victoria, as he has hit the spot. Imperiora, I think, trained out Comedy Way. You're pretty close now. Stand by. The start is imminent in the Carlton Canberra Pacing Cup for the year 2000. Good line. 3 and a bit laps. They stand up. Away they go now. And Milestone came out galloping from the start. Motoring Mike began well. Baruga Bullet has stepped nicely too. He's a mountain man, got away well. Milestone in a gallop. The back marker, All for One, is away quickly and hit the spots, begun brilliantly off 25. On settling though, running into the back straight the first time, and Peter Wellington has Motoring Mike the front runner. By 5 metres to Baruga Bullet second. The local hope, He's a Mountain Man, is third, and Contash is fourth. A break of 10 metres then to the bagman. Rusty Mahoney's on the pegs and going forward, Red Dell. Imperiora into the trailing line. Then Milestone getting going again, hit the spot, began brilliantly from 25. Right on his back, he's the loner away safely. Then All for One, he's third last over Looney Tolliver, and Amanda Woodward is last in the cup field. They come to the side now with still plenty of territory to run, and Motoring Mike's the front runner, being left alone at the moment over Baruga Bullet second. Third is Contash, he's come off the pegs. He's a Mountain Man, is 3 back the inside. The bagman in the running line is Red Dell off 3 wide, moving up towards the lead. Milestone buried away on the inside of Rusty Mahoney. Now Alfred's off from near the tail on All for One. He's making a charge up towards the front running, and the fellow Victorian hit the spot is getting going as well. Well back now are Imperiora, Amanda Woodward, Looney Tolliver, and he's the loner's drifted out to last. Into the home straight, or past the home straight, short of 2 to run, and Motoring Mike held them all out. He's the front runner on his back, Baruga Bullet. All for One is about to get cover now in the 1-1, as moving up to occupy that spot, and the Death has hit the spot. Further back is He's a Mountain Man, and then Red Dell. Milestone inside of Contage, next pair the bagman. Covering up Milestone, Rusty Mahoney well back from Imperiora, and he's the loner's got a task. He gets a good look at all of them. They sweep out of the back straight. On the side, 1200 out now in the cup, and Motoring Mike. He's the front runner narrowly over the back marker, hit the spot. He's sitting up second. All for One well positioned in the 1-1 over Baruga Bullet. Red Dell is 3 back in the running line, covering He's a Mountain Man. He's the loner getting going now. There's one tailed off incidentally, Looney Tolliver. Well back a Milestone in the centre, Contash. The bagman into the 3 wide line with Rusty Mahoney, and the last pair, Imperiora, Amanda Woodward. Looney Tolliver tailed off past the bell. 1 lap to go now in the Canberra Pacing Cup, and Motoring Mike the front runner. He's defying them by 1.5 metres to hit the spot. He's the loner's out 3 wide, grinding on. All for One is pocketed in the centre. Baruga Bullet behind the leader. Out wide with cover is the bagman. Then He's a Mountain Man inside of Red Dell. Imperiora Imperiora starting a rung from Rusty Mahoney. Willbacker, Contage, Milestone and Amanda Woodward, but getting to the quarter. Motoring Mike, he leads a metre to the outside, hit the spot. Then Baruga Bullet, all for one, about to get into the clear. Wider out is Rusty Mahoney. No run for He's a Mountain Man, and wider out Amanda Woodward. But coming to the turn, they still got to get to Motoring Mike. He leads by 3 metres to hit the spot, who's under pressure. Baruga Bullet bullocking into the clear, and wider out He's a Mountain Man running on. Motoring Mike in front, running on He's a Mountain Man, and also Baruga Bullet, but Motoring Mike will win the cup. He's a Mountain Man, possibly second, a nose Baruga Bullet. Then hit the spot, who weakened over all for one. Contage, the Bagman, Amanda Woodward, Rusty Mahoney, Red Dill, Imperiora, Wellbacker, he's the loner, Milestone, and Looney Tolliver, the last to complete the course in the Canberra Pacing Cup.
Okay, it was a 6 there at the Canberra race number 7 for the Canberra Cup. Replay of the Sunshine Coast.
Racing. Graham's Choice out wide began well today, and Swirl.
We need to look at Tatura for race number 7. Come on the Wagon is $4.20. 3 Sunset Kid $6. Alabar at $6.90. Creamery Road $8.70. He and Me $9.80. A Rural Chief at $11. Some runners behind the barrier there at Tatura. Gosford for race number 7. Power of Pegasus at 18, Royal Air $7.50, Stylish Alquaz at $3.40, looks like the favourite. Hugh Bowman there for Guy Walter, an 8th last start at Warwick Farm. First look at the track. Pyrotech $5.90, What a Breeze $7.10, Apollo's Ghost $6, 14 for the 8, Free Empire. Memphis Ghost 41, Still Covered 18, The Vagrant 23, Validia at 44. And the tips here from Terry are for the favourite to beat the 3 and the 7. 2.12.9 at Dubbo on race 5, with the Quinella paying $25.40, trifecta $250. They need developed print at Canberra for 2nd and 3rd. Caulfield, the 8, Shadderton, 12.63.50 over 6 Spouse, 11 Flamber. The Quinella, $30.50, trifecta $1,020. And at the Sunshine Coast, 3.11.4, Crafty Guest, $8.270 over the 11 Barunga and 4 Dana Jiva, $2.30. Quinella, $71.10, trifecta $910. Still waiting those minors at Canberra, and moving in well here at Tatura. Here's Matthew.
All right, runners are moving in well. 4 race 7 here, Sunset Kid the favourite at $4.20, $4.90 Come on the Wagon, who wears the all white if you're watching it on TV. Alabar at $6.70, $7.60 Creamery Road, $8.50 He and Me now firming up, $13 for Raffin Cruise. Now the field.
The money at 4.32.10. Here's Mountain Man at 6, $6.40 for the 7. The Quinella and 5 and 6 paid $32.30. On 6 and 7, $42.40. Trifecta 6.57, $683. And on 6, 7, 5, $820. Tatura on the 7th at Canberra.
They're not far away. This is race 8. Good line. Light, off they go now. Down on the inside, Good Night John Boy, Thomas Ross and Keystone Mariner came away humming. Not as quick though as Fearless Fella. And he's put the pedal down. Frost trying to get over from Keystone Mariner. He will in a moment. Good Night John Boy is 3rd from Lady Lane. Then Thomas Ross, Lord Dignity Vicario. 2nd last, Lady Adair, and Shifty Lass is last. Fearless Fella flew out of the gate, and immediately Frost put the brakes on as they head into the back straight now, a lap and a half out, with the light starting to fade here at Canberra. Fearless Fella shows out from Lady Lane and Keystone Mariner. Thomas Ross, he's driving up on the inside next. Trailing him along is Vicario. Then one making ground on the outside is Lord Dignity. 2nd last is Lady Adair, and last of them is Shifty Lass. Leaving the back now, turning to the side. 1100 out, Fearless Fella the front runner. Showing clear now of Keystone Mariner 2nd. Lady Lane facing the breeze. Good Night John Boy 1-1 over Thomas Ross. Lord Dignity 3 back the outside, trailed by Lady Adair. leader. Then Vicario buried away second last, and Shifty Lass is the final runner. As they enter the home straight now, 8.50 out. They're in the main stretch, and Fearless Fella got quite a run for the last quarter. He shows out 2 metres to Lady Lane. Keystone Mariner off the bid already at the bell. Goodnight John Boy 1-1 over Thomas Ross. Then Lord Dignity, who hasn't pulled out, onto his back Lady Adair. Vicario squeezing one off, and Shifty Lass is still last, but getting to the 600 metre mark, and Fearless Fella the front runner by a metre. Lady Lane second. Keystone Mariner scrubbed up from Goodnight John Boy. Lord Dignity about to hook out 3 wide from Thomas Ross. Then Vicario through in the centre. Lady Adair is wide, and Shifty Lass about to commence a run. They've left the quarter behind though, and Fearless Fella, he still leads the way by 2 metres to Lady Lane, who's gone. Running on strongly is Goodnight John Boyd. Lord Dignity starting to weave a passage. Back to the inside is Shifty Lass, and no sign of Vicario, but coming to the corner, and Fearless Fella has been headed by Goodnight John Boy. Behind them trying to get a run is Keystone Mariner, and wider out Lord Dignity. Goodnight John Boy shot to the front, but Lord Dignity's almost got him. Lord Dignity hits the lead now from Goodnight John Boy. 2 in a row to Lord Dignity. Beats Goodnight John Boy, and third, Lady Adair from Thomas Ross and the Flying Shifty Lass. Vicario next from Lady Lane, Keystone Mariner, and a big flop. Last home, Fearless Fella.
And the favourite gets home there at Canberra on race 8, Lord Dignity, 8-2-10. And the barrier here at the Sunshine Coast for race number 7, the 6 Exclaim on top here over at 5.50, over the 5 Call the Cops 6.60, 10 Timber Grove 7.50, 2 Zacaro 7.90, the 7's 8.20, the 1 is at 8. Amber for race number 9, the last on the card for them, 1 JB Dean 160 over the 8, 10 and 3. Our many thanks to David Steele for his calls today.
Yes, thank you, Michelle. A pleasure to work with Sky again, and we've got the last on our hands now with JB Dean, the odds-on favourite. Set to go in the last. JB Dean, the favourite. Off and racing. And down on the inside, JB Dean showing enough speed to lead them. Polo Warrior away quickly. Meducci's going to scoot through to the leader's back. Ingleby Miss well served. Enya's Glory just a touch wide, and even wider Lampion. Getting back in the field, Clayton's Guitar with Glory Vance. Then Chestnut and Mr. New Boots is going to settle at the tail. On the side the first time, more than 2 to go. JB Dean held the lead with ease. Shows out from Meducci on his back, and Polo Warrior death seating. May not be the case for much longer though, because Enya's Glory is trying terribly hard to get up outside the lead. Don't know that Polo Warrior will give that spot away though. Ingleby Miss in the centre. Well back is Glory Vance inside of Clayton's Guitar. The last trio, Chestnut, Lampion and Mr. New Boots. Past the judge. 2 to run now, and JB Dean showing the way from Polo Warrior, who's keen to keep the death. Meducci is third behind the leader. Ingleby Miss 1-1, and Enya's Glory is out 3 wide for all time. Glory Vance inside of Clayton's Guitar, then Lampion covering Chestnut, and Mr. New Boots is lobbing along 20 metres off the front runner. Short of a lap and a half to go, JB Dean is pacing nicely in front over Polo Warrior Meducci. Then Ingleby Miss, poor old Enya's Glory, is just patted on a limb, and he'll be out there for the race. Glory Vance is inside. Then Clayton's Guitar, Lampion coming out onto the 3 wide line. Mr. New Boots thinking of doing the same. He is. And Chestnut out to last as they wheel. At the 1,000 metre mark now, Bell not far away. And JB Dean gets his chance to crack his Australian duck. He's in front and showing out from Polo Warrior second. Meducci's always had the run behind the leader. Enya's Glory out there 3 wide like Granny's Tooth, in the centre Ingleby Miss. Lampion with cover in the 3 wide train. Clayton's Guitar cluttered up, so's Glory Vance. Last pair of Chestnut and Mr. New Boots. Osmond about to stall him out 3 and 4 deep to make a run. Past the bell. JB Dean in front. He's at a trouble-free time of it in front over Polo Warrior Meducci. Enya's Glory about to drop off. Ingleby Miss in the centre. Mr. New Boots sweeping up 3 and 4 deep. Cluttered away Clayton's Guitar and Glory Vance, and well back Chestnut, but past the quarter, about to depart the back, and JB Dean held together, looks to be pacing well. From Polo Warrior second, Meducci behind the leader. Out wider Mr. New Boots is just struggling a little. Then further back Glory Vance not clear, and further back to Chestnut, but they swing, and JB Dean at the moment, he's got the race in his pocket. He shows out 2 metres to Polo Warrior sticking on. Meducci there third, and Glory Vance about to switch into the clear. Wider out Clayton's Guitar starting to fly, but JB Dean's got the last one. Good go for Miners. Glory Vance will get second, and third Polo Warrior barrier. Close up, Clayton's Guitar Meducci with Chestnut. Mr. New Boots not racing at his top over Inya's Glory, who had a tough run. Ingleby Miss and Lampion last. Well, JB Dean has cracked it at last in the land of Oz after 4 attempts.
Chaimani Mani, followed by Cal 2 and Somebody Smiled, and then Clusker Park, Kazi Manor, Camden Yards. Further back, favoured like...
And get him ready at big